Hey Vibemakers, it's Lila with LB Novelties, and today I'm going to be giving you some fun newbie tips for those that are new to the Happy Planner community. I've had a couple of you ask questions if I had any newbie tips, so I figured I'd film a video with just a couple of tips that I would recommend from my own personal experience when I started out as a newbie in September of 2018. So I've only been planning for about a year and a half now, so I'm still learning as well myself, but I definitely have a few tips that I think are resourceful, especially for your first time as a Happy Planner. All right, so you probably have purchased your first planner. Maybe you've just recently purchased an 18-month planner and can't wait to start working off of it in July. I love an 18-month planner for those of you that just want to have one planner designated to help you out throughout the whole year of 2020 and going into 2021. So that's really great about a planner. If you are looking into purchasing a planner, the 18-month planners go from 6 months of 1 year through the next 12 months of the other. So it's 18 months worth of planning. So that's all you pretty much need. If you are starting out, start out with just one planner. Work through it, figure out what you like about it, its functionality. Don't go and buy 3 planners all at once if you're new to planning, because you need to figure out first your system and what you want to get out of your planner. You might be able to accomplish everything with just one planner. There are so many planners out there. Just honestly use one planner to plan everything in their life. And then there's some people like me that like multiple planners, and it's just a personal preference. I like to have multiple planners to separate each category and section in my life. But again, I started out with just one planner, and I started adding in to my planning system every few months a different planner. But definitely start out with your first planner, give it love, work off of that, and once you feel comfortable with what you have here, if you feel like you need to integrate another planner into your system, then bring it in. So once you've actually selected your planner and layout design that you like, which I know layouts is another different type of video because there's so many options. There's vertical box, there's a horizontal layout, there's dashboard layout, monthly checklist layout. Am I missing any? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head because there's so many options now. People even use Happy Notes and create their own bullet journal planning. You don't even need to buy a planner. You buy Happy Notes and do bullet journaling if that's something that interests you. That's a great thing about the Happy Planner is there's so much versatility and options available to customize a planner to your likes and needs. A planner should be a representation of your personality and just an extension of who you are. That's how I see it. I think you could plan on anything, honestly, paper and pen, a phone, whichever element. But to me, using the Happy Planner, it feels like it's an extension of my creativity, of who I am, and I can customize it to make it work for me personally, so that's why I enjoy using it. But figure out your layout as well. When you go to the store, if you haven't purchased your planner yet, you can look at the back of the planner. They come with like these cardboard pieces in the back, and it lets you know which layout it is. So definitely look at that. You could sometimes flip through it a little bit because they do have a plastic film that keeps it together. But study up and figure out which layout it is that you like. And if you haven't bought one and still don't know which layout to use, there's plenty of videos on YouTube and on Instagram with layout ideas and which one is best to pick for you. For me, I started out with a simple vertical box, which I think vertical box is really easy to work with. That's the pretty much standard layout that I love to use, but I have started incorporating different layouts now that I've gotten accustomed to my vertical box. So that's what I definitely suggest. Pick one layout, one that you feel will work best for you, and go from there. So yes, layouts is important to really take into consideration before you look at stickers, before you look at washi, before you look at anything decorative. First things first, figure out the layout of the planner you want to use and see what's going to function best for you, because yes, the planners are so cute and adorable and I love them, but you have to make sure that they're functional at the same time. So layouts are very important to figure out when choosing a planner. But this is for tips for those of you that have already purchased your planner and are trying to figure out what the heck to do with it. So first things first, what I suggest is writing out a list. Write out a list of what it is you want to organize in your life. Is this planner going to help you in regards to your work life? Is it going to help you out for your home life? Is it going to help you out with your social activities? Maybe you're at school. Is it going to be a school planner? Is it going to be a planner to help you with budgeting? Or is it just going to be one to help you with all aspects? It's really important to list out what you want to get out of your planner before you start planning in it. Because once you have a clear and concise plan of what it is you want to get out of it, it's easier to kind of figure out a system of how to make the planner work for you. For example, when I first purchased my planner last year, I used the vertical box layout. And what I love about the vertical box layout is it has 3 rows. So for those of you that have purchased a planner like that, it's really easy to separate each row into a category. What I did was my first row would be which is the top row, would be designated to home life. So that meant anything that I need to do at home in regards to laundry, buying groceries, running errands, anything that required something for me to do at home was my first row. Then my second row was my social media row, and that's where I designated to everything in regards to what I was trying to accomplish in regards to my Instagram and my YouTube channel. And at the time that I actually bought the planner, the reasoning behind me buying a planner was that I was starting LB Novelties. I had this whole concept of starting a business, a small business, selling t-shirts and designs, my designs on items. So that was the whole concept of LB Novelties, and it's grown into something completely different and new, and it all happened because of a planner. So you never know where the planner is going to lead you to. But when I bought it, I really needed to get organized in regards to what I needed to start a business, because I had never done one before. So the bottom row I designated to researching what you needed to have for a business, like the LLC information, all those little details. I use that for my business section. So I had those 3 categories. And then also in the home section, I had things going on with Chance. Anything in regards to school activities was that top row. Once I started using the planner, and this is, again, like I said, first start using it and see if that works for you. For me, I like a little bit more white space in my planner, and the more I started using my planner, the more I realized my style. And I think it's honestly trial and error when it comes to planning. Don't think that the second you open your planner and the first spread you use, it's going to be easy peasy, automatic, and it'll be exactly what you want. I mean, maybe it might be for a few, but for me at least, it took me trial and error, finding my groove, figuring out what it is I wanted. I was easily, getting all the functionality done, but I wanted to kind of figure out fun ways to use the planner. And so that's where I felt like I was doing the trial and error, figuring out how to kind of lay out and make fun spreads. One thing I suggest as well is do not go and buy every single washi roll you see. From experience, again, this video is me sharing things that I did as a newbie that now I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. I love washi, but I just thought, because when I was looking at on Instagram and YouTube, people were using washi a lot, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you need, my mindset was like, you need to use washi. So that's why I always tell you guys on my videos, this is to inspire you, but find your own style. And from my spreads, maybe you pick a little thing that you like and then create your own element. Because I started, putting washi, and I was like, okay, I guess this is how you do it. Again, me trying to figure out what to do. But I figured out I didn't really like too much washi, so I stopped doing that. But then, knowing me, I had bought so much washi that I had 3 containers of washi here. So don't go and buy all the washi. It's too much. Just buy a few, start out with them, see if you like it. At least starting out, kind of try to keep it simple so that you can focus on the checklist items that you have listed out. And then you can kind of get crazy. Once you get comfortable knowing where your plans are, and you can automatically open that page and okay, this is what I need to get done. You don't want to feel overwhelmed with all the stickers of washi and then still trying to kind of write out what you want to plan. You need to leave space to actually plan in your planner. So that's kind of what I mean, is making sure you leave space to plan at the same time, and then get crazy with stickers and washi if you need to, if that's your style. But definitely don't go buy all the washi. If you go to the craft store, I know it's really easy because I did that. I'm like, this is cute, I'm gonna get this. And then you only use 1 strip and then it sits there. So luckily I was able to donate it to local planners here that I know, and they were so happy to get some washi. So I still have my little collection of washi, and I do use it now. I try to use it in spreads. All right, now that we've discussed washi and layouts and figuring out how to pick out your planner, One thing I definitely recommend, and I know this is hard because I love stickers. I'm obsessed with stickers, as you can tell. But this is just something that I love. You don't have to have every single sticker book. This is just something that is I feel like this is more of a personal decorative element to your planner. To plan, you do not need to have every sticker book. Honestly, you could plan with highlighters and pen and it will be perfect. It's functional, and then you just need your planner to be the decorative element. So again, don't feel the need or pressure to have to go buy every sticker book because you think that's going to help you to plan a better life. It will not. It's just intended to be a decorative element, and I love the stickers. But this tip I definitely recommend. If you do want to go buy a sticker book, start out with 1 or 2 sticker books. Just buy 1 or 2 sticker books. I know it's hard because there's so many options, but start out with 1 or 2. And then I definitely recommend looking at your sticker book when you go to the store, because you can flip through them. I'm gonna just pull this one sticker book. The first one that I bought, and I still think it's one of the best ones available from the Happy Planner, is Squaggles, the OG. It's the one with the purple stripe, 819 pieces. They still have this available at Joann's. I've seen this at Joann's. What I love about this is it is decorative and functional. I think really look at your sticker books to make sure they are functional at the same time. Yes, we want the cute stickers to decorate our spreads, but I really love when a sticker book has boxes, and these have little bullet points. So they have checklist items. They have these little flags down here, so you can put a little flag sticker on one of your boxes, and it lets you know, okay, I have an appointment this day. Look at your sticker books and see that they are not only cute but functional. I love this one also, and as you can tell, I've been using it. It has remember, to do, to buy. So functional stickers are really important because not only will they make your spread look cute, but they will get you to plan. Because when I see this, I'm already thinking like, okay, what do I need to remember? I see a sticker that says remember, and I'm like, oh yeah. And it kind of helps you to plan at the same time, if that makes sense. But look for a decorative and functional sticker book. Definitely tip that I recommend for all my newbies. Especially when you see all these cute sticker books, it is so hard not to want to buy all of them. But look for ones that have colorful boxes. And when I say colorful boxes, if you don't know what a colorful box is, so this is the original one. This one has 594 pieces and it has the blue stripe. This is just box, and like this one's almost empty because I love using boxes, but they're just boxes in them. And it's been worn, and you could see how it's kind of like falling off, but it's just, I love using this one so much. And I love using boxes because it's a personal choice that I love to have boxes on my spread, and inside I write the plan. So my eye, when I open my spread, automatically goes to that box. So it's just kind of like a little mind trick that I do for myself. You can also use mildliners, highlighters. My squad sister Christine from Twinkle Plans Her Day does an amazing job with highlighters. So if you are looking for inspiration in regards to just keeping your planner functional, if you are a newbie who's like, oh my god, I don't need all the stickers, but I want to use my planner, definitely go check out her page. She's really great in regards to functionality. My squad sister Michelle from Plan On It is amazing at filling out her whole spread. Like I said, excuse me, I love white space, but because I get a little anxious when I see a lot of writing, and my writing's, it's cute, it's simple print, but I love Michelle's because she has beautiful lettering and she fills in every space and it looks beautiful. I'm like, wow, that looks really pretty. So if you're really good at lettering and that's your thing, stick to lettering. You don't even have to buy stickers. Just make your spread look like, to you, that would be beautiful. Because to me, I look at Michelle's and it's gorgeous, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to stare at that spread every day. She does use stickers, but again, she fills in all her spaces, and I love that. So those are some good Instagram accounts that you can check out, and I think that, yeah, they have YouTube channels. I just gotta make sure, because some of my squad sisters do and some don't. So Michelle and Christine do have YouTube channels. Another planner that is really great at filling in her space, and she shows you before and writing in her planner, is Desiree from Happy to Plan. So she's really great if you want to go check her out to kind of figure out how it is to plan. Normally I don't film videos of me planning, so maybe I'll start doing a couple of those. I have done a few where I kind of do a little during the process, but I would definitely recommend checking out their channels, because they do after the pen actual videos. Like Desiree actually shows you her filling in her planner, which is really great. So if you want to check her out, definitely recommend it. I'll make sure to link all their YouTube channels underneath in the description box. I think it's really important to get inspired and see other planners and figure out, I'm like, oh, I like their style, or I like this person's style, and just check how they plan. But there's no right or wrong into planning. I really honestly feel like it should be an expression of you. At the end of the day, the person that's planning is you. It's not the person you're seeing on screen. It's not me even here talking to you guys. It's you. I'm just here to give you some of my tips that I learned in regards to being a newbie and being like, what the heck is this? How do I make it work? I just wanted to get a planner that's cute, and I feel like this is going to help me, stay productive, which for me, it really has helped me stay productive. And I'm going to show you now what are some of my ways that the planner has helped me stay productive. All right, so for my experience, I ended up separating my planner into two at the probably like around maybe January, March phase of my life last year. I decided to keep home life, anything home life, social activities separate from social media LB novelties. I didn't want both worlds to combine. And to me, I feel like that's easier on me because I can concentrate on like, what do I need to get done at home? I read it, check it off on my planner, and then I flip it over in my Franken planner, and I'll look at my social media planner and be like, okay, I need to get this done. I need to film this video. And so I have a whole system set up in my Franken planner that helps me to stay productive in regards to my Instagram account, my YouTube channel, and just LB novelties in general. If you want to check out my Franken planner, I'll make sure to link the video in my description box, and there'll be the video at the end of this one where you can just click on it. But I just filmed a video flip through of it, and I go into detail of how I actually set up my system. But that's for you, those of you that maybe have already been a newbie and kind of getting into the planning. I would say go watch that. If you're new, maybe hold off, because you don't want to see all that and be like, oh my gosh, that's a lot that she has going on. Because again, like I said, it took me a while to figure out a system that I'm happy with. And starting this year, I finally was like, oh, I'm happy with my Franken planning system. I'm happy with how I have everything laid out. But yeah, I definitely think you can be super productive and accomplish a lot when you plan out stuff. And I like to use my planner not only to like write out my plans for the week, I like to use it as a jumping point for me to accomplish my dreams and goals. I've done vision boards. I've done kind of like YouTube preparation sheets. I'm always trying to like make sheets for me that I can insert into my planner to help me accomplish my goals and dreams. So you can add any filler sheet into this planner, and as long as it's hole punched to fit the system, it's really awesome. And I love that because like I have a whole extra section in my Franken planner of everything from like spring cleaning checklist, which I love that because I actually did all my spring cleaning. I was looking off my checklist and just doing that. So that is something that, in the future, once you get used to planning, you can start incorporating and adding into your planner. So once you figure out kind of like your layout, you figure out what sticker book you want to use, if you do want to use a sticker book, if you want to stick to just using mildliners. And mildliners, in case you don't know what are mildliners, are just some highlighters. So these are mildliners. So you can even color code your rows if you're using a vertical box. And like I said, Christina's really awesome at using mildliners as a decorative element. You can, color code a box, and maybe every week the box that's purple is designated to home life, and the box that's pink is designated to work life. And that's all you would need is some highlighters and your planner. So like I said, definitely check out her channel because she's really amazing with highlighters. I always get so fascinated. I can't figure it out. Like I've tried, but I'm like, man, she makes it look so easy and cool. So definitely go check out her page. But the one thing that I love about my planner, and what I ended up really falling in love with the Happy Planner, was finding my own way of planning. And that's how I want to end this video. As a newbie, I know you're trying to get all the tips, and I know my tips are just some simple tips. There are plenty of videos out there that have really great newbie tips. I just wanted to share with you how I went about in regards to being a newbie and figuring out like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have bought all the washi and this and that. But what I want to leave it with, and I just recommend for everybody that's into planning or getting into it, make it your own. Find something that makes you happy to come to your planner every night, because you can create the spread and you can fill it out, but if you don't have something that makes you want to come and look at your planner at night, you're not going to succeed in planning. It's simple as that. Yes, you can fill it out and be like, okay, I've did my planner, but if you're not doing your part of actually coming in at night or maybe in the morning, whenever it is you check into your planner, you're not putting it to use. You're not really using it for what it's intended for, which is to help you plan, to help you accomplish your goals, to help you check off all the items that you need to get done in life. So for me, when I started actually getting into my own groove was when I started drawing in my planner. I got so excited, like I'm like, oh, okay, I could draw. So I started drawing in my planner, and it really made me feel like I could unleash this creative side of me that I've always had. And it just spoke to me, and it made me feel excited to come and plan. And lately I don't draw as much in my planner, but I love using the stickers and thinking of using them in fun, creative ways. And after I do my fun, creative stuff, then I always make sure to come check in on it, because, you know, these planners are amazing stuff, but like I've said, these are tools. The one person that's going to make the planner succeed is you. At the end of the day, it's you that it's going to make this planner function how it needs to. So you have to have the drive, you have to have the passion to accomplish your dreams and goals. And it's coming back to a philosophy that I've always had, like when you really want something and it's like something in here you just feel with your heart, you will make it happen. You will make this work for you, no matter how long it takes or how many, you know, stickers or highlighters or paper and pen, however you design it. It's as long as you're determined to make it work, it will work for you. And that's honestly how I wanted to leave it off, is at the end of the day, make the planner be an extension of you, that when you look at it, you can be like, that's me, I'm happy, it makes me happy inside, it makes me smile. That's all it has to do. It doesn't have to make anybody else happy. It does not have to be something that someone else likes. And don't feel the pressure like you have to share it on Instagram so that it looks pretty and stuff. I love to share my spreads because they make me happy, and so I want to share it with others. So when you're sharing your content, if you choose to share on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, because there's some planners that, you know, once they get into it, they want to share, make sure you're sharing what makes you happy, because it just radiates off the planner. And I love going through the feed and seeing so many fun planners and how they use their planners and how it's helped them to accomplish their dreams, how it's helped them to stay productive with work or school or at home. That's my favorite part of the whole system. It's cool to see some cute spreads, but to see how much it's changed someone's life for the better is my favorite part to see. So hopefully these were some fun, resourceful tips. If I learn any more from trial and error, I will let you guys know. And you know, I'm always sharing on Instagram and here on YouTube. Again, I just started planning in a happy planner in 2018, but I've always been a planner. That was something my mom's always made fun of me. She's like, you're always wanting to plan life, but it's just the planner in me. But I do love the fact that this planner that I purchased in 2018 has completely changed my life. And it really has made me go and get out of my comfort zone, reach for the stars. I've always been someone that's passionate and driven and persistent, but with this, I've been able to connect that with my creativity, and that's where I'm just the happiest. So I hope you guys enjoy that story, and don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And as always, guys, peace and love.